Well, good morning and Happy New Year. I hope everyone is doing all right. I, for one, I have to say, am pretty wrung out from the holiday season. Of course, going up through Christmas Eve, we all had a great time. There was a lot of stuff going on at church, and then afterwards, a lot of celebrations, a lot of seeing people, a lot of traveling around, and I am just totally done. Today is New Year's. We're going to go have pancakes at a friend's house. Eventually, when we feel like it, it's an open house, which is great. And then we're going to take a few days off. And by off, I mean working. Going back to school for some, and certainly for Allison and I, going back to work on a more regular basis. And that's going to be great. Sunday is Epiphany Sunday. It's the day when we do kind of the Three Kings thing from Matthew. Those of you who are familiar with it know what I'm talking about, and those of you who aren't can think of the pageant. And yeah, it should be all right. It's our last chance to sing Christmas carols unironically until next year, so that's fun. We still do a little bit of that, and it should be a good time if you got anything left in the tank. And you might, because it's a pretty mellow day compared to a lot of the stuff we've been up to. And on Sunday, we're going to talk a little bit about how to celebrate when we don't feel like celebrating. For me, that could be right now. When those times when you've been just sort of like going and going and going, and you've been like, hey, we're doing the thing, and then you're sort of done. But it can also be other times as well. Some of you may have had such a great time this holiday season. You're looking at tomorrow, January 2nd, and going, I got to go back to work. How do I, in the sort of, I remember it from Sesame Street, the Christmas special, where they have the song about keeping Christmas with you. How do I keep that little spark of celebration with me? That's another way to think about it. Either way, we're going to talk a little bit about what that's like, because sometimes it can be a struggle to be happy for a variety of reasons, and it's worth thinking about how we can keep some element of celebration with us, even in difficult times. So that's what we'll talk about. And I do have a reading for you, and let me just get it. It is... It's from Isaiah, and... Oh, hang on. I've got glasses. It's from Isaiah, and you'll notice a couple of things about it that will sound familiar. There's some famous symbolic gifts in here from the pageant, and I think you now know what I'm talking about. But the reading is a little bit celebratory, but a little bit more low key in another way. It's meant to be assuring. So let's give it a read. Arise and shine, for your light has come, and the glory of God has risen upon you. For darkness shall cover the earth, and thick darkness the peoples. But God will arise upon you, and God's glory will appear over you. Nations shall come to your light, and kings to the brightness of your dawn. Lift up your eyes and look around. They all gather together. They come to you. Your sons shall come from far away, and your daughters shall be carried on their nurses' arms. Then you shall see and be radiant. Your heart shall thrill and rejoice, because the abundance of the sea shall be brought to you. The wealth of the nations shall come to you. A multitude of camels shall cover you, the young camels of Midian and Ephah. All those from Sheba shall come. They shall bring gold and frankincense, and shall proclaim the praise of God. All the flocks of Kedar shall be gathered to you. The rams of Nebaioth shall minister to you. They shall be acceptable on my altar, and I will glorify my glorious house. Well, that's it for now. I hope you all have a good rest of the week, either partying hard if that's what you need to do, or getting back to normal life. And until I see you on Sunday, you know how to get in touch. Bye.